Hey everybody, let me just tell you a little bit about what I was playing on Jason Sidwell's track called Good to Go. Well, the first thing I did today was I listened to it down and made a chart because as a studio musician, we like to see where the chord changes are, see where the chord changes are coming, and be able to aggressively attack them on the downbeat of each one. So this was an interesting challenge because the first 7 bars of the tune are a Lydian kind of a thing. He's playing these fourths over an A bass. And the minute I see an E, well, a D sharp in the key of A, I know it's Lydian, meaning it's the 4th scale in the key of E. It's a major scale, but instead of a natural 4, it has a sharp 4. So the scale is... So I have to really think in terms of the key of E, but base it around A. And since he's got sort of a busy line, I tailored his rhythm guitar part is a little bit busy. So I tailored my licks to sort of fit in between his things and did a lot of little high bending notes like... Now all that's the key of E, but I'm kind of basing it off. Basing it off of my A scale, but we call it the Lydian mode, okay? Then there's a few little hits. He's got a G major 7th and an F major 7th going to an E11 or a D over E. I try to play thirds on those chords. I try to play a B on the G chord, to maybe an A on the F major 7th chord, and an E or a B, something like that. I try not to play a third because the chord has actually got an A in it, the D over E chord. So I still play an E Mixolydian scale off of that. Then it repeats, and when it comes to that turnaround again, G major 7th, F major 7th, it goes to a B flat over C, which is also known as a C11 chord. That leads nicely into his little chorus, which is F to G minor, F to G minor, F to G minor, 3 times like that. And that's super easy. It's the 1 chord to the 2 chord. So the 1 major to the 2 minor. So for that, you simply play F major all over the place. And I think it's really important to think in terms of lines, think in terms of things that aren't just up and down the major scale, but instead think in terms of like more lines that have some intervals, that have some melody to them. So that was my concept there. Every time I hit that F major section, it was sort of a little breath of fresh air because it's down a major third from A, but it goes from the Lydian, which is an unsettled major scale, to a real natural major scale, F major. Okay? Then when he gets to what I call letter C, oh, by the way, there's a little turnaround to make it an 8-bar section that has a D minor, G, C, and then a 2-5, B minor 7 flat 5 to E7, going back to the A, right? I tried to think of those as, just try to hit thirds and 7ths, try to hit the passing tones on those. That makes a big difference if you can, I'm sorry, not the passing tones. You try to hit the guide tones. So I try to hit try to really hit that G sharp on the E chord, try to hit an E natural on the C chord, C7 chord. And then he goes to this F sharp minor 7th section. There's 3 bars of F sharp minor 7 with a little turnaround thing. I see F sharp minor 7 and I love to play licks like this. But that's a little busy for how busy the bass line was. If you shred through that, it's just sort of a mess. So I tried to play a few long tones. I did 2 or 3 takes of it. I can't remember what I ended up with here, but I tried to play a few long tones And I tried to play stuff like, that was a lick in F sharp minor, but when I got to C, I played an open B. And so it got me down to here. Okay. After that, he goes to A minor for 4 bars, and then the 5th bar. So it's an odd number of bars. It's actually a 9-bar phrase, I believe. The 5th bar turns into a little turnaround. C major 7, B minor, E. And that E7th you think is heading back to the A, the beginning, you know, in other words, D, C back to the top. Instead, it DS's, which means goes to the sign, which is that chorus again, the F major section. So I already described what I did with that. Just trying to navigate the turnaround there, the D minor, G minor, C7th, and 2, 5. And it's, you know, so it's a little bit of a quick change turnaround with some hits. And I always make sure I write those rhythms out. So you can see how I wrote them out for myself, and all the other rhythms that are important in the song. Just so as I'm improvising and I see that bar coming, I know that don't play on the downbeat, play on the end of 1, things like that. So then we get to the very end, and it's back to the A Lydian section again, and I pretty much played the same stuff, that Lydian stuff. Tried to keep it simple, but since I'm the only soloist on this, I figured do what you got to do to make it happen. So anyway, hope that gave you some insight in how to navigate these changes. Next time.